Soccer is the first thing I think about in the morning. It's the last thing I think about before I go to bed at night. I mean, when I was deciding where to go to school, there's a lot of schools out there. You could take classes anywhere, but I mean, I came here for soccer. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to party or I'm not here to be pre-med. There's only, out of all the places I visited, there's only one place I found, such a strong group of guys, such a family that's willing to go out and day out, shed blood, sweat, and tears for each other. That's what Austin College soccer is to me.
There's a lot of words that could describe Austin College soccer. If I had to pick three, first one that comes to mind is commitment. I think you absolutely have to be 100% committed. If you're not, then it's not the place for you. There's too many things that have to happen in order for us to be successful. And if you're not completely committed to that, then it's not the place for you. I think the second is hopefully, and it's not always there, but brotherhood. I think that in order for us to be successful, every player has to sincerely care for each other. And then the last is pride. You got to really take a lot of pride in who we are and who we want to be and each other. And I think that it doesn't every day all three don't always play into the mix, but I think ultimately that to me is it goes along with where I want Austin College soccer to be. But just describing the program right now, I think that those can be relevant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. More.
An ideal day at practice for me is if everyone comes out with a good attitude, ready to work, make the most of the time we have out there. Being willing to give it your all. Just go out and have fun, enjoy the time you have.
You walk out there, coach sets up the drill, and you just kind of get into it. You may do some shooting or some fun games, and it's all really practice is just about coming together as a team. At the end of the day, you may get into tussles, may get into arguments, but at the end of the day, your teammates are your teammates.
See Austin College soccer continuing to build, and I think we've had a nice past. I think that within the conference changes and whatnot, I think we're continuing to build to become what is a consistently competitive program. For me, how we get there is ultimately having the players who want to absolutely devote everything they have every day, every game, to make that season the one that turns the corner in a sense. And it's anytime you're trying to get a program to compete on a high level consistently, it's not an overnight fix. And I think that's one of the things that is the challenge. But I think that's part of the fun, and I think that just having those players really buy in to the philosophy and buy into each other and be willing to do whatever they can for each other, and that is ultimately what will get us to that level.
Ready, go!
I just want to win, pretty much. Last year, you don't want to go out on any losses. I don't want any regrets. Like, yeah, I could have done this, I could have done that. As long as you have an opportunity, that's something you have to take advantage of. So I plan on just seizing the opportunity next year.
My perspective has changed quite a bit since coming in freshman year. I'm coming in as a senior. I have 1 year left, and that's it. After that, it's gone. In freshman year, you don't really have that sense, so it becomes more surreal in a way.
As you get older, your role on the team changes. You have to set the I guess attitude of the team. People look up to you more as an older person on the team, and you just have more, I guess, managing the team. It's just a different role.
I feel like every year that I spend here at Austin College on the soccer team is just more knowledge. You know, I've become a wiser player and a wiser student every year I come here. The relationship I have with the players here grows every year. And I feel like just with more time here becomes a great responsibility to kind of pass on that wisdom to the younger players, and that's kind of the cycle of how it goes.
I think just growing up in the team, your role starts to change. You know, I was a freshman, didn't really know much, hadn't been playing soccer for long, just came in trying to learn from everybody and do as best I can to help the team. And it just, as you get older, your role starts to change. You have to start becoming more of a leader and set an example, and really, you sort of inherit the team. And it's a big responsibility.
Head up here, boys. Head up. You dictate what happens here, all right? You dictate the next 45 minutes. Roos on 3. 1, 2, 3. Roos!
Choose 3 words that can describe the Austin College soccer team or your experience with Austin College soccer.
Definitely I have to say family.
Family's got to be it.
A family.
Family.
I have to say perseverance, and just unity, because without that chemistry, I don't know if I can have 4, but if I could, I'd throw chemistry in there. Because I guess that ties in with family too. You know, we all need to be on the same page, same wavelength to achieve the same goal. So.
I'd like to see Austin College, as far as the soccer program, being a winning program, just having the attitude coming into each season, an expectation to win. I think in order to do that, it's just going to come down to individuals and their attitude.
I'd like to see Austin College soccer really make a name for itself. We've never been the most talented team. We've never been the fastest team. Never been the biggest team, but we are a team that works really hard. And I think a lot of the time that gets us a long way. And in the future, that's how we're going to do great things.
I mean, we as coaches all have, I think, motivating factors and wanting to achieve certain successes, but it's about what the players do and how they succeed on the soccer field, and then seeing them succeed in once they graduate and get married and those types of things. So it's no doubt about the players.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs warmed by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel this is a place where I feel at home. I tree as old as me. Branches were sold by the color of green. The ground had a rose then past its knees. By the cracks of his skin I climbed to the top. I climbed the tree to see the world. When the guys came around to blow